we just got done watching The Big Fat Truth, and Dad was sitting over there, so and he was like kind of watching. Although we were watching it on like this little tablet, so I don't know how well he could see.
He heard it. He was watching it ish.
So you can just pop in whenever you want to add something. But what were your thoughts?
Well,
oh yeah, let's tell what it is actually.
Yeah, it's the producer J.D. Roth of The Biggest Loser. I guess that show's not on anymore. He decided to do a kind of reboot of it by doing a Biggest Loser based, plant-based, whole food plant-based. So he went the first episode, which you can see on the YouTubes.
Oh, I could just link it below too.
Yeah, but the first episode, he actually went back and got contestants that were on The Biggest Loser and lost huge amounts of weight and gained it back. Lo and behold. Yeah. And he they're all down on themselves, and he got them back and said they were going to do it with a whole food plant-based diet.
And he read what, like the China study or something?
China study, and apparently his wife got him into the.
Oh yeah. Did you like read a backstory on it or something beforehand?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. How did you find out about it?
It just came up, I think, on my YouTube feed over here, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah, and then you said you got like a Forks Over Knives newsletter thing.
That's where it was. There's so many ways of media, but I get the Forks Over Knives.
So you can sign up for that, and you can find about cool stuff.
That's how I found out about it.
Yeah, 'cause right now I think this video only has like 3,300.
Yeah, and only 11 comments. But yeah, the Forks Over Knives newsletter, it has good recipes in it too. Yeah. Really good recipes.
And so the Z Living channel, is that on TV then?
I don't know. We have to find out. I have to ask our TV person.
Our TV person?
He's in charge of television in this house to see if there's an app for it that we can watch, because we've cut the cord
from TV.
Yeah, we don't have like cable.
Anyway, back to the review of this instead of our TV situation.
Well, they need to know.
Yeah. You kept saying like throughout like the whole thing, it was really cool. They had like a reality TV version. It's kind of like a reality TV version of like Forks Over Knives, so it's like kind of relatable to people who really like mainstream media, who really like watching TV and stuff like that.
Well, a lot of people get changed to the vegan lifestyle by a movie like Cowspiracy or Forks Over Knives. Like it might be more of an activist type of thing, or the Veg Truth, or Vegucated. Yeah. That's a good thing you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But this is a format. It's a very mainstream format, because reality TV is very mainstream, and this was kind of like The Biggest Loser, where there's the whole introducing people, meeting them in their own on their own turf, kind of a big build up. But I could see people really relating to it, and just doing the whole 90-day challenge. So he pops in like every 10 days or so to see what their updates are. But and then the other thing, we've only watched the first episode. I guess it's a 6-episode thing. But he takes different groups of people. So the first group he took was the Biggest Loser candidates. Really
they gained it back.
They lost it losing.
Yeah.
And then I guess another one he does is a group of type 2 diabetics. Another is a group of moms that gained weight after having a baby and never lost it. So these different groups of people, they can be like, oh, that relates to me. Yeah. I get that. So because he hasn't really gotten that many views, I think it was good, and I just think there's another way of getting the plant-based message out there. So I could see this really being quite effective.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't agree with was when he made a meal for a family of 5, in a plant-based meal for them. He told the guy to go get some fast food in 15 minutes, and when he came back, he'd have a meal ready for them in 15 minutes. I felt like it wasn't enough food for them, because the man was a big guy, and the bowl of pasta just wasn't. I would have been still hungry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would too.
Because I think that people need to know that you can just eat until you're full.
Yeah. Although they did mention, like, I mean, I'm assuming that maybe you went back for seconds or something, but like, there was a girl on there who said that they were eating like what, 1,200 calories before in the old Biggest Loser thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, then, that's breakfast.
And she said like now she's like not scared of pasta, she's not scared of quinoa, like she'll just like eat food until like she's full. Right. Which is like a pretty common thing on a vegan diet, where like people like expect that you will be hungry all the time,
and just lettuce and sticks and twigs.
Yeah, and like people are used to eating like small portions. I mean, vegans are used to hearing this, but like if you're not vegan, this might be new to you, but usually like non-vegans are used to eating like smaller portions, just because animal-based foods are just more calorically dense. Like they have more calories in them, and plant-based foods tend to just have less calories, so you need to eat more. Like you have to eat more food. So that's what she was talking about. Like she's able to just eat and eat and eat and like not really gain weight, because she's not eating as calorically dense food. So
well, I think that the folks that do have the weight problem, they're maybe eating as much food as a vegan would eat, but it's the calorically dense food.
Yeah, so you
Whereas
can eat the
this-
same volume of food.
Yes, I mean, because you can't eat this little meal, and if it only takes you 10 minutes to eat it, I don't know, you're just not satisfied. There wasn't enough of a ritual there. You just need to
Yeah.
eat for longer.
Yeah, and I've gotten like a lot of Instagram direct messages and Facebook messages. And by the way, if you ever want to get in contact with me, Facebook messages are the best way. I know at Craig Facebook page. Although I never post anything, but that's the best way to get a hold of me. I gotta check it all the time. But
Keep that in mind.
yeah, but if you ever need to get a hold of me,
text you.
yeah,
From downstairs.
But yeah, like people will send me messages saying like, you know, I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling like tired. I was feeling great the first couple days, and like now I don't feel so great. I don't know what's going on. And they almost always think that it's like some kind of vitamin or mineral deficiency. Oh, that's Max. I don't know how to not answer this. I'm really bad with phones, so I'm gonna answer it and hang up on him. I'll get back to him. Max is coming
There should
over
be
for
a
another
decline
video.
somewhere.
There wasn't. I don't know how to work phones apparently. I'm 25.
Ask your dad.
I'll show you later.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put it on silent. So anyway, people almost always think that it's like they're lacking a vitamin or mineral. Like
Protein.
they think there's some kind of deficiency. And I was like, you know, is there any
calorie.
vitamins or minerals that your family's taking that I'm not? That there's something I don't know about, and I just tell them like, what are you eating? Like, I usually tell people use Chronometer.com. It's a free website. You just go to Chronometer.com, and you just log what you ate in the day. You can log like your exercise that you had for the day too, and just like see what you have been eating. Because if you're eating the same volume of food as you used to, like when
Somebody just walked in the house. Oh, it's Kara.
yeah, it's an intruder. So if you're logging the food that you eat and like you see that you're only eating like 1,500 calories a day, that's probably why you don't feel so great.
Need more calories.
You know? Yeah.
Simple.
So you know it's great like when you're first starting out because you'll be like, whoa, I'm not eating nearly as many calories as I thought I was. So I mean that's probably why they're losing weight pretty quickly. But it's also why you may not feel so great. So just make sure that you're eating enough calories so that you don't feel like you're starving, but enough that you're like losing weight at the same time. So like a caloric deficit of like maybe a couple hundred calories instead of like The Biggest Loser is probably like a deficit of like 1,000 calories or more, which is
on
how
that, on the show we just watched, they were losing a pound a day.
yeah, well, a
But
lot
they
of
had
it was
so far to
water.
go.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of it,
a lot
like
of
in
it
the
was
beginning.
water,
Yeah, a lot of it in the beginning is water weight because like
Yeah,
a pound of
sodium.
fat is 3,500 calories.
Yeah,
Like, you're
'cause
not gonna burn 3,500 calories a day.
Yeah, well, if they went from a fast food diet
Yeah.
to plant-based, they lost all the sodium. So yeah, they
Yeah. Any
flushed away a lot of fat
thoughts,
too.
Dad?
I just eat whatever I want.
Well, I thought about the show.
Yeah, that was a good show. I think that having someone that was diabetic and having people that had other different problems, hopefully that, like your mom said, people will relate to it and
Yeah.
maybe they'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you pointed out they never said the word vegan
Yeah.
because vegan has become more of a political term, whereas whole food, plant-based is a lifestyle.
And it's like it's easier for people to say
Explains it better.
I'm eating a whole food plant or like, I'm eating a plant-based
Just-
diet
just
like
plant-based, yeah.
because you're not using the word vegan, which has like a lot of like negative connotations around it, but like but like whole food plant-based doesn't have those negative connotations. And also like, you know, you can be vegan and eat unhealthy, but you can't eat a whole food plant-based diet and be unhealthy.
Right.
Like, you know, it just says it right in the name. Either you're following a whole food plant-based diet or you're not. So
Yeah, you could be a junk food vegan.
yeah, then in which case you're not following a whole food plant-based. So that's what I mean when you say you can't be following a whole food plant-based and be unhealthy. So
So how many vegans would you give this first episode?
I think it was pretty good. The acting sometimes, because it was a reality TV show, and I'm sure some of it was real, but like some of it you could tell like their acting was just like kind of like really fake and like kind of cringy. But I mean, I'm not used to watching reality TV, so I think
The only
that I
reality
think that's
TV
what
I
all
see is our own.
yeah,
videos.
I think that's what all reality TV shows are like, though. So it's really not any different than pretty much any reality TV show. So I like that. I like that it was a different format than your traditional like Forks Over Knives or something like that. So
I think it could be very appealing to
Yeah.
a mainstream
oh yeah,
population.
I feel like it's super mainstream because like you're just meeting people where they are. Like you don't have to tell someone to watch this documentary. You're just like, hey, watch this reality show. They're like, oh, I watch reality shows all the time. Might as well watch it. So yeah, I would give it
How many vegans?
8 out of 10 vegans.
Oh, I thought you would only give it 7.
No, I mean it's pretty much just the acting No, you know what? I'll give it 9 out of 10 vegans.
Whoa.
Because you don't watch reality TV for the acting, you know?
That's true.
So,
Now, this first one was on the YouTubes.
yeah. So I'll just link
So
that below.
I mean, this is the Z Network. I don't know
yeah.
where we
And
can see
it's
the other
probably
ones.
on TV somewhere. We'll have to ask the TV guy.
TV
I
guru.
didn't hear him say though on there like that this will cure your diabetes and this will cure your
No, what he did is he
other
did
problems.
six episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and so then there's going to be another episode where he's going to take a bunch of diabetics and do the same 90-day
Oh.
thing with them. So this was a 90-day thing with the Biggest Loser candidates. He's got 5 other episodes where he's going to.
Yeah, I like that they break it up into groups though. So like
Yeah.
if someone who just has diabetes wants to start on like episode 2 or 3, like they can do that and then be like, oh, that's cool, I can start from
I
episode
like
1
that he's
now.
doing it for moms
Yeah.
who've gained weight, because I mean that is just so universal.
Yeah.
Because you have a baby, it's kind of hard to be worried about your own health so much because you're taking care of your baby.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably going to help them find ways to take care of the whole family that way.
So how many vegans would you give it?
I'll give it 8 vegans.
8 vegans?
Yeah.
Dad, how many vegans?
I didn't see the whole show, but I'll give it. I give it 7.
7
Ooh,
vegans.
he's
7, 8, and 9. He's critical.
He's a top plant-based dad.